Hey, what is going on, hustle buddies? All right, let me know if you can see me and hear me. I'm trying out some new audio video stuff here, so I want to make sure that nothing is broken. All right, welcome everybody. So yeah, we'll be doing some sourcing tonight. I'll be talking about our upcoming July sourcing camp. Sweet, awesome. We can see me, we can hear me. Love to see it. So we'll be talking a little bit about the upcoming July sourcing camp, which I'm super excited about. I'll be showing you guys some sourcing methods here, and hopefully we'll be able to find some profitable stuff live for you guys. Nate, sweet, awesome. All right, let me know where you guys are tuning in from. We've got this on a couple different platforms right now. Not all of them will tell me your usernames or your faces. But if you want to share where you are listening from, that would be sweet. All right, so July sourcing camp. It is starting tomorrow. It's a 2-day event. Basically, my idea behind sourcing camp is there's a lot of content, and I put content out there. There's a lot of content, classes, courses, things like that, that talk you through the theoretical. And that's good. You should learn theoretically, this is how you find something. And that's good. You absolutely do need to understand that. But I wanted to take it to the next logical step, which was actually doing it. Instead of just teaching you how to do it, let me teach you how to do it, but then do it with you so that you can actually find stuff. Okay. So sourcing camp is going to be this sort of combination of a bunch of different successful sellers all coming together to share things. We're going to call them camp counselors. So we've got all of these camp counselors who are coming to show us, and they are going to source live on video for us. They're going to talk us through what they're doing, why they're doing it, where they're doing it, how they're doing all of that. But then they're also going to actually find products. We're going to try to keep like this sort of tallied list of like, here's the profitable ASINs that we found during sourcing camp that we can then give to you guys. So it's almost a little bit like a lead list sort of as well. Because you'll be getting all of the leads sort of at the end of it, which if you want to buy them, great. Or if you want to sort of piggyback off of it and look for similar things, that's awesome as well. So that's sort of a brief synopsis of sourcing camp. It's going to be in the evenings. It's all recorded. So if you're like, oh, I can't make it to the whole thing, I'm not actually expecting pretty much anyone to make it to every single one of these breakout sessions. They're about an hour each, and we've got about 8 different people sharing. So there's going to be a number of these things happening. I don't expect everyone to show up to all of them, but they're all recorded so you can watch them back at any time. So no worries there. Awesome. Yeah, I see someone. We've got a QR code up there by my light. If you want to scan that, that'll bring you to the July sourcing camp page directly. Okay, so that's a little bit about sourcing camp. Oh, and we also this is it's fairly in depth. It's taking a fair bit of effort from myself, from others, to sort of put it all together. So we do have to charge a small fee. I tried to keep it pretty affordable. We tried to keep it sort of like what it costs to go out to eat with your family for an evening. So we try to keep our stuff relatively affordable so that the average Joe can afford it. The school teachers, the nurses, people like that, because we're not all made of money. All right, so with all of that said, let me give you sort of a little sneak peek of one of the things that we'll be going through. So one of the things that I'll be sharing is sort of how to find rabbit trails or rabbit holes. I think a lot of online arbitrage is sort of knowing where to look and when to look there and how to look for these different sort of rabbit trails, because that's really where the money is. Like you find something that's slightly interesting and then you really explore that, because I mean, let's be honest, there's like billions of products on Amazon. We can't possibly source all of them, even if you're trying to like sell things from Kohls.com or Target.com. Like there are so many products, it's just not feasible to try to source everything. But if we can find sort of like a rabbit trail or a small target that we can sort of aim for, that will drastically increase the amount of things that you can find in a short time span. So a couple of different ways that I like to sort of find these initial rabbit trails to work off of. I'll talk through a few of them, and then we'll try a couple of these out. So A couple of the ways, let me see if I can share my screen here. A couple of the different ways that I like to do it would be like starting at a discount gift card site. So let me share my screen for you real fast. Let's see. I will do. Let me do this. All right, you're gonna see yourself here. It's gonna be Inception for a second. All right. So starting from a cashback site, so like raise.com, for example. Raise.com is a discount gift card website. So Raise, you can buy discount gift cards. So you can see here, like they just had Instacart. It was like 6% off. Okay. So you can start here. You can look for something that has a high percent off, or like a highly discounted gift card, and then sort of work your way from there. So I'm looking down here. I see you can get Lowe's gift cards for 4% off. Macy's is 7%. That's pretty solid. Belk is up there, 7%. So there's a lot of these that you could sort of go through to start your search, because if you know you're getting an extra, let's say you use Belk, for example, if you know that you're getting all of your gift cards for almost 7% off, that's all extra profit. So if you find something where it had 100% ROI, well, really you're making like 107% ROI. Or maybe you have some guidelines where you're like, okay, I'm never going to source anything that's below 30% ROI. And you find something that's 25% ROI and you're like, ah, man, that's just below. Aha, I can get this discount gift card for 7%. So that changes my 25 to a 32%. All right. If that's sort of, if my math is tracking with you. All right. So there's one way. Another way is to use a cashback portal. So an example of this would be like Top Cashback. All right. We'll start here at Top Cashback. And you can find all sorts of fantastic cashback things. If you've never used a cashback portal, use a cashback portal. It's free money, guys. So we've got our little cashback portal here. Let me just double check that you can, in fact, see my screen. Sometimes we're not. Okay, you should be good to go. All right, so you can start with a cashback portal like this. StubHub, we're not really flipping stuff there. There's Belk again. So you could get a 7% discount gift card and 20% cash back for buying stuff from Belk. So that would definitely be one to check out. There was Foot Locker. New Balance is 5%. They also will occasionally show you the other sales. So like Calvin Klein, it's 10% cash back, but also 20% off your entire order. All right. Now we've gotten a lot of stuff from Calvin Klein, usually underwear, bras, things like that. So I see, let's see, free shipping if you spend over 75. Site-wide, they're doing some sales. And then 10% cash back on top of that. There's a coupon for 20% off any order. So let me just dive into this real fast. Okay. Now, I've done a lot of these sort of live sourcing topics. We go to Kohls a lot, things like that. So this is similar, but I want to show maybe a different flavor. So let's go to their sales section. And let's do, for Calvin Klein, we've sold a lot of Calvin Klein underwear. I show you guys a lot of bras a lot of times. So let me go to the men's. I'm just going to go to men's. Let me check all. So usually, not always, I could be wrong about some of these, but usually tops are not going to be worth your time to check. Some of these might be, although they can be a little bit hard to find. So let me see real fast if this pops anything up. Archive logo, fleece joggers. Yeah, the hard part with stuff like this is it's hard to match up the exact names for some of these. Let me open up this. Oh, that one doesn't even exist anymore. Let me open up this one. That one looks like it's probably not profitable, even if it is a match. So French terry joggers, and this was a fleece jogger. So that's probably not going to work. That's a top. That's a 3-pack. So this is a possibility. Let's take this one real fast. Is an insight. And if you don't like that I'm looking up men's underwear, well, you can suck it up, because if it's profitable, you sell it. All right. This is 60% off. Stretch. Let me see. What is low rise boxer briefs? All right. Very similar things. Pull this back up. Let me see what this one looks like. All right, boxer briefs. So that is not the low rise, but this one right here. Okay, so our buy cost here. I'll click on this to open it up for you. Natural cotton stretch mineral dye boxer brief. Let's double check. Cotton stretch mineral dye boxer brief. Perfect. Okay. This is kind of a pinkish color. This is a green. Oh, well, I think we've got the pink right there. Oh, and look at that. It's the same picture. All right. So this is a match. Okay. Our buy cost is initially $960. Okay, so let me just type that in here, $960. But wait, there's more. So right off the bat, we found a winner. Okay, doesn't always happen this fast. I looked around a couple other places, and I was striking out. I knew Calvin Klein had some profitable stuff, but yeah, I mean, there's going to be a lot of stuff here. So we see this small, medium, large. That's for the extra large. Let's go to medium. Let's see what they've got. All right, so it's still 30. We're still good there. If our buy cost is 960, we're at 100% ROI. But the fantastic part is, remember, there is a 20% off site-wide coupon. So we're going to take that, multiply it by 0.8. Okay, so this is actually closer to our real cost. And then if you want to account for the Rakuten cashback, remember that was another 10% back on your entire order. So really, it's sort of like we take that price and multiply that by 0.9. So really, our buy cost is more like $691, which brings us up to almost 200% ROI. We're at 187% ROI. We're making just under $13 on this $7 purchase. So this is a fantastic buy. They've got multiple colors here. I see the this pink one and the green one. And yep, I see the green one here as well. So you should be able to find quite a bit of stuff. So right off the bat, if you don't even don't even worry about joining the July sourcing camp, you've already made a couple bucks. If you go to Calvin Klein or order this or whatever, I'm not necessarily sure I would recommend ordering this exact one because I am live streaming this to many people. But you can find very similar things. Maybe there's a different size. Maybe there's a slightly different, like I'm showing you the boxer brief. Maybe you find a slightly different cut or something like that. But yeah, so that is an example. We're just going through like the cashback portal. Okay. Let me take this off real fast. And if you guys have any questions while I'm doing this, drop this down in the comment section. I'll try to get to them when I sort of reach a good break. So starting with a gift count, the discount gift card website, we can do the cashback portal, starting there to find sort of our rabbit holes. We could look for known sales. So maybe you frequent, I don't know, maybe you just went shopping at Kohls. I'm not sure if I have not gone to Kohls this past week, so I don't know if they're running any sales. Let me pull this up real fast. Okay, perfect. So I see that Kohls is running a 20% off friends and family sale now through July 30th. Plus, there's $10 of Kohls cash for every 50 that you spend. Plus, you could get the Yes to You rewards for another 5%. So we'll combine those. Let's say it's 25% for those, and then 10 back for every 50. That's basically a 20% cash back. Plus, if you get Rakuten, plus if you get discount gift cards, all of that. So we'll take 25% plus 20%, and that's really closer to our actual cost when we're accounting for all of the cashbacks. So when we look for something, let's say we're looking for I don't know, some Lee pants. Now, it's probably not a great example because I don't believe that Lee pants work for the 20% off coupon anymore. I think that they changed that this year. But just for the sake of easy argument to show you an example, you take these Lee pants and they're not actually $36 if it applied for everything. So you would take the 36 and then you take 25% off of that. And then you would get 20% of Kohls cash on top of that. And that's closer to your actual cost. So using the stores that you're already at, the places that you're already going to, can be incredibly profitable. It can give you a great idea. Just think like, what store did you go to? Did you go shopping with your kids? Did you go shopping for your spouse? Did you go shopping for yourself? Where did you buy groceries? Is Target running a board game sale? That was one of the recent sales that we went to. Is I don't know, maybe your local Publix or Kroger or something has some really good buy one get one free sales. Look for the local places or the known sales to you. Okay. The other one that I wanted to show you guys was utilizing mom groups. So let me pull up a Facebook page real fast, and I'll share my screen. Again, if you guys have questions, comments, things like that, drop them down below. We are sourcing together. All right. So we've got, oh, that's funny. Let me share my screen here again. Okay, so we've got Facebook here. This is just my regular Facebook profile. I'm gonna type in the word mom. And I've joined a bunch of like mom couponing groups, mom discount groups, things like that. And some of these are fantastic for giving you ideas of places to go. We're not necessarily looking for specific items that they're posting about. We're looking for the websites and the sales. Okay, so let me quickly scroll through this. Not sure what that is. BOGO, Giorgio Armani lipstick plus more freebies. Did you snag it? So we could click on something like this. I'm not sure what website this actually is. Giorgio Armani Beauty USA.com. So this could definitely be a place to sort of bounce off of. If they're running any sales, I think it said buy one, get one free for their lipsticks plus other freebies. So you could start here, get an extra 10% off, start here, and go from there. If it's buy one, get one free, then you can sort of do the mental math of everything is 50% off. That's sort of how I would do it. So there's an option. I'm not sure what that is. Kids Under Armour shoes. We love selling these, like Under Armour and Nike flip-flops. They do so freaking well. $14 is a decent price, especially if you can get other coupons added on top of it. But yeah, so you could go here, and I would just start searching this stuff by name. So you can highlight it like that. Or let's see, Anza Fix Slides. If you wanted to, you could just open up a regular Amazon page. UA Anza Fix Slides. Let me just put an S, my bad. Let's try this. Whoops. All right, so we're just doing some sourcing, seeing what we can find. Men's Anza, women's Anza. All right, everything here is listed for like 18, and our buy cost is 14. So this would be sort of like a hard pass, don't move on. I think a lot of beginners get caught up on trying to make something profitable that isn't profitable, and so they'll kind of stick here and it's like, okay, what else can I do? Like, can I find this any cheaper elsewhere? And they're gonna try to like reverse source it. Like, okay, how are these Amazon sellers selling it profitably? Don't worry about how other people are selling it profitably. They might not even be selling it profitably. Maybe the person who has the buy box is a complete idiot and they're losing money on all the sales. Or maybe it's Amazon themselves and it's more of like a loss leader. Like, they don't really care if they're losing money on sale because they're just gaining market share. All right. So all of that can sort of go into it. Let me go back to that mom group. If there's any others that sort of jump out, like Christmas in July, that stuff can do really well. Hulu, can't flip that. Can't stream flip. Banana Republic could be an option. Maybe some Amazon to Amazon flips, possibly National Lipstick Day. All right. Yeah, lots of decent things that we could sort of go into. So again, I'm not using these as like, I am going to flip Dove soap. I'm using it to give me a starting point, give me sort of a rabbit trail or a target that I can focus my efforts on, because this is a numbers game. You want to look for profitable products where the profitable products are. There's no sense in checking the entire website of Kohls or what was that, Zappos. There's no sense checking the entire website when you could just kind of focus on let me find the coupons, let me find the sales, because you're most likely going to find your stuff there. You will absolutely find occasionally stuff in other places, but we want to get the low hanging fruit first instead of going right to the top of the tree and trying to get the high hanging fruit. All right. All right. Let me see if there are any questions before I continue. Let's see. Awesome. Southern California. Nate, what's up? Rhode Island. Welcome. Farid, honest question. Can I make a quick buck doing this? No. And how much realistically will the amount of money I need? So, can you make a quick buck doing this? Absolutely not. If you need money now, you'll need to go get a job. We've seen a lot of people, even this past week, there's a couple beginners in our Facebook group that posted something along the lines of, I don't want to get too much into the story, but they didn't have a job. They had kids on the way, all that stuff. Okay, I want to try to get into Amazon. That is the wrong plan. And I do Amazon for my living, and I teach people Amazon for a living. So it's like, if anybody should be telling you to do Amazon, it should be me. But if you don't have a job, if you need money now, you need to go get a job. Amazon is not the kind of thing where you can start pulling an income next month. Amazon is the kind of thing where you build it slowly over time. And in a year or two from now, you'll sort of have that life-changing income rather than a job. I think a lot of people think of it like employment, and it's like, okay, well, I could work for Walmart for $15 an hour, or I got to work on this Amazon business. How much is the Amazon business going to make me? Well, that's looking at it as an employee. If you look at this as an employee, it's not going to make sense for that first year. For our first year, for example, Fareed, for my entire first year doing Amazon, I paid myself $0. I was working about 30 hours a week on my Amazon business, plus my day job, which was more like 50 hours a week for my day job. So all in, we're talking like 70, 80 hours per week. And I'm only getting paid for my day job. I wasn't paying myself for my Amazon business. Okay. And that was a full year. It actually wasn't until I think it was like the 14th or 15th month or something since of when we started our Amazon business that I actually paid myself a payout. But then the life-changing income we're talking about is that very first payout that I paid myself one single 2-week payout, because Amazon sends you your money every 2 weeks. One single 2-week payout was the entire down payment for my first house. Like the entire thing. First time home buyer. So it's not like the down payment was crazy high or anything, but the entire down payment for my first house was just 1 2-week paycheck sort of from Amazon. So you can make a lot of money long-term, but it's terrible. If you need money now, horrible. And then how much realistically will you need to start? That's like asking how long is a rope. There is no answer. You can start this with $0. You can start this with $100. You can start this with $1,000. You can start this with $10,000. The more money you start with, the easier things are going to be. But there are absolutely ways and methods of getting into e-commerce that don't actually cost money. Maybe you make a post on Craigslist or on Facebook Marketplace for a free book haul away. Like, I'll take your old books, I'll clean out your basement or whatever for free. I'll take it away. Just tell me where to pick up the books. All right. So that cost you $0. Some old grandma might, oh yeah, my husband passed away. I don't know what to do with all his old books. So you go to the house, you take all their books, you throw away 90% of them or donate 90% of them, but 10% of them maybe are profitable. You got them for free. So that you sell that 10% and there's your starting capital. So there are ways to start this for $0. There's not like a realistically, how much does it cost to start? That's not really an answerable question. Everyone's going to have a different opinion. There's definitely going to be people who are like, you cannot possibly start this for less than $1,000. You cannot possibly start this for less than $5,000. Realistically, can you start it for $0? Yeah, you can. It's going to be hard, but it's possible. But it's an inventory-based business. So the more money you have that you can buy inventory with, the more inventory you're going to have to sell, the more money you're going to make. So the more, the better. All right. What fee calculator? I like to use ASIN Zen. We've got lots of coupons and things. If you want ASIN Zen, I can post a link to that with some sweet coupons. Because that's the fee calculator. That was also how I was like reverse searching stuff right on the page where I could just highlight the name and look it up on Amazon. That's what I was doing from there. Can I do Amazon to Amazon? Yes, you can flip things from Amazon back onto Amazon. There are a couple rules that you need to follow. So make sure that you are following them, but you are allowed to do that. How can you extract a product's UPC from a website and compare it using Amazon? This is a fun question. Let me show you a cool trick real fast. There are tools out there. I don't. For a while, there was my UPC Finder. I'm not sure if he's still updating it. Yeah, we haven't talked to that guy in a long time, but there are some manual ways to find it. So let me share my screen real fast. And let me show you, not every website will do this. Not every website will show the UPC, but I do know that Kohls does. So let me just pull up a product real fast on Kohls, and I will show you, I'm going to take you into the matrix. Okay, so we've got this men's Sonoma Good Life flexwear. On my PC, I'm working on a computer right now. On my PC, I am pressing and holding Control and pressing U, Control U. This is going to open the matrix. You are now inside the matrix, okay? This is a bunch of gibberish. You're never going to be able to read this or understand this. But this is the source code for that page. What I'm going to do from here is I'm going to press Control F, type the word UPC. So this is the find function. Now, every time that those three letters come up together, it's going to highlight it. Now, the first couple of these, it's just gibberish. It just happens to be a part of some longer string of gibberish. However, a little bit later on, let me skip through a couple of these. All right, here we go. False, UPC, image, null, boom. Right there, that is a UPC number, all right? You can skip ahead a few more. That is a UPC. So these are the UPCs for all the different individual sizes. So you could take this number right here and you could pop that over into Amazon. I may have just gone way over a couple people's heads. I apologize, but that was a specific question that has a fun matrixy kind of answer for. Let's see. Let's see, Nathan, are the fees for smaller, lighter items the same as they were for small? All the stuff for small and light is sort of changing. I'll probably do a video on that later on. I don't know the fees off the top of my head, but unfortunately, the small and light program is changing. No, there's almost no fee that is exactly the same. I can almost guarantee that. For most things, it will be slightly more. And then there's just a handful of things. The only thing that it's better for is your really heavy stuff that is under that price point, because they removed the weight cap. It used to be, had to be under 3 pounds. And they've removed that. So if you have something that weighs over 3 pounds that's priced under $10, you will see a slight benefit to your fees. For everything else, it is worse. All right. I want to show you guys like one or two more things. Let me do the, how about the cashback portal? So I showed you Top Cashback. Let me use a different one real fast. Let me go to Rakuten. Rakuten is another cashback portal. Some people try to like min-max everything perfectly. You can do that if you want. There's programs out there like Rev ROI where it'll tell you exactly like which cashback portal has the absolute highest. I tend to be in the club of, I'm never going to remember to check all these cashback places to confirm that they're actually giving me my cash back. So let me just stick to one or maybe two places. So I mostly use Rakuten. I'll occasionally use Top Cashback. Top Cashback can be a little bit higher on some sites. But it's usually one of those two. I'm never really using anything else just because I'll forget if it's on another website. But let's pop over to Rakuten and see what kind of deals they have. Now, these will be slightly different than Top Cashback. So we've got like 6% for Ulta, 10% for Temu, 5 Disney, 8 Macy's. There's a lot of really good ones here. I also really like the Rakuten website, how they organize things that I actually want to see. That's something that I think that they have over Top Cashback as far as like finding these rabbit trails or targets to look for. I like how this is organized quite a bit better. Let's go with the very first one. Let's go with Ulta. You guys, in case you didn't know, you cannot ever, I will repeat, you cannot ever source an item to resell from Temu or that other, the Shen, however you say that other website. Those are Chinese import websites, and it is impossible to purchase a legally branded item from those websites. Absolutely do it for your own personal stuff. I buy plenty of personal stuff from them, but you may not ever sell anything that you purchased from either of those websites. Okay, with that said, let's dive into Ulta. So we've got a 6% cash back, and that's sort of what we are starting with. Let's see if they have any sales going on in addition to this 6% cash back. All right. Apologies for the slow loading. Okay, up to 40% off lip products for National Lipstick Day. Sweet. Let's check that out. All right. 10% off qualifying orders. So we might be able to get some other coupons as well. Free shipping if you purchase over $35. Shipping will kill a lot of your OA deals if you are not getting free shipping. So make sure you are ordering enough to get free shipping on whatever website you are looking at. Okay, so National Lipstick Day, shop all. We've got 40% off of MAC, 15 Clinique, buy one, get one free. I like all of these. We're just going to start at the first one. Okay. So MAC lipsticks. We've got lots of different options here. Let me open a new Amazon window. Something I like to do sometimes when I see a giant sort of wall of a certain brand like this with lots of different options, because each one of these is going to have a bunch of different colors. Like this has 24 colors, 16 colors, and so on. What I like to do is I will do matte lipstick. And I am going to look for first something that visually looks like a match. So yes, I'm seeing things that look basically similar. You're pretty much always going to skip the sponsored ones because you'll notice it's not actually MAC lipstick. That's Laura Geller. Okay, so usually I'll scroll down a little bit. Whoa. I'll scroll down a little bit. Our buy price for most of these, it looks like, let's see, that one's 12 and a half. That one's 13.80, 15, 15, 13. So between 12.50 and $15. Let's just keep that sort of mental math in our head. If we're paying between 12 and a half to 15, if we're selling for 20, there's no way that that's profitable. Okay. This one's selling for 27. That might be profitable. Okay. So let me click on this. And let me see if I can find MAC Frost Lipstick Plum Daddy. Matte cream. I'm looking for Frost. I don't see Frost listed here. Let me see. Oh, I'm going to have to do MAC Frost. Let's see if this pulls anything up. And our color that we're looking for is Plum Daddy. All right, while this is loading, if you guys do have questions about anything, about what I'm doing, or about July sourcing camp, which is coming up, let me know. The sourcing camp is starting tomorrow, which means the sign up for it, the doors close tonight. Now, that says lipstick shine. Let me click on this. We are looking for... Oh, okay. So this says MAC lipstick shine, but then in the color, I see soft pink frost. I wonder if the other ones also say the same thing. In which case, this would be a good... Oh, interesting. Okay, so sheer metallic beige frost. So they all have that little frost indicator in the color. Now, we are looking for the Plum Daddy. There we go, Plum Daddy, last one. Okay, $13.80 is the listed cost here. So let me pop back over here. Is this a match? That certainly looks like a match to me. Yeah, we should be good. Let's see, 0.1 ounce. I don't love the these funky size things that are all over the place, but it is what it is. 0.1 ounce. Is this the 0.1 ounce thing? Let's see, details. Just want to make sure that this is 0.1 ounce. It should, yeah, there we go. Size, 0.1 ounce. Okay. All right, so that is a match. $13.60 is our buy cost. But remember, we got here through a cashback portal, and we can probably also get some coupons. So let's see, free standard shipping. I wonder if there are any, let's see, 50% off, 40% off, National Lipstick Day. We could probably, I don't know for sure, but I think we could probably get a 10% coupon. So let me multiply this by 0.9. Whoa, not 9. Times 0.9. Okay. And then we got here through a cashback portal that was 6% cashback. So I'm going to add that on top. So I'm going to multiply it by 0.94. That's 6% off. So our buy cost is closer to 11.51, which puts our profit at 7.98 or 69% ROI. That is a solid base hit. Okay. And there's lots of other colors that we could go through if we want to sort of click through these and check prices. Anything that's in that $27-ish range should, in theory, be profitable because most of what we were finding was in that like $13-ish range. This one, maybe that might be a little bit too low. But yeah, you could go through all of these. And this, remember, well, not this one. This one sucks. This is just to give us that starting point. This is how to find those rabbit trails. So you could go to here, you could go through, all right, so that was Plum Daddy. We could probably find a lot of these other colors. We could probably find whatever, this O1 Lipstick Shine, MAC Lipstick Shine. Let me try this real fast. MAC Lipstick Shine. Whoops. Oh, let me do this again. We're 0. I'm not sure if it's a 0 or an O. Looks like an O. Let's try that. All right, see if this pops anything up. Matte Lipstick Shine. Oh, Frost. Boom, there it is. Oh, and that's interesting. So this particular one, it looks like it does not have any variations. Whoa. So just this product by itself has 252 ratings. And any sales rank it has is indicative of itself. Now, I glossed over this at the beginning, but if you are a beginner, you always want to check these Keepa charts. Just glance at them to make sure that it is actually selling. We know that it's profitable, so that's our first giveaway. If we're buying this for, it was like 1360 times all those things, and it came out to a little bit lower. We'll just call it $12 even, just to make the math easier. So if we buy this for $12 and we sell it for almost 30. Again, this is a live video. You can go to Ulta and you can find exactly what I'm looking at and buy this right now if you want to. This is the whole point of Sourcing Camp. I don't just want to talk you through the theoretical how to do stuff. I want to do it with you so you actually have products. If you come out of Sourcing Camp and you have not purchased enough products to pay for Sourcing Camp, that I have sorely done my job wrong. I should be able to pay you for coming to Sourcing Camp. Yeah, you should be able to make a significant amount of money, even if you don't learn anything. Even if you've got the thickest skull in the world, you should come out with enough products to more than pay for it. All right, so yeah, we want to check if this is selling. So we see this sales rank chart, this green bar. We do not care about the number of drops. If you hear anyone talk about, oh yeah, just check the number of, stop listening to them. This is a stupid metric. Don't ever read that. What we're looking for is the overall movement, okay? Is this moving? Yes. Does it look sort of like an EKG or a skyline? Yes. Should we buy it? Yes. How many should you buy? Well, that'll come a little bit later with some experience. If you're a newer seller, just get a couple. Get 2, 3, 4, see if they sell. All right. For this particular product, this is selling quite a bit. I mean, this is selling multiple times a day. I would feel perfectly comfortable buying 10, 20, 30 of these, whatever. There's not a whole lot of competition. There's only 13, 14 people trying to sell it. Most of them are probably not even eligible for the buy box. Most of them will probably only have like one in stock, one in stock, one in stock, 12 in stock. So like, yeah, these 3 people all have it, but really this one person is worth 4 of the first 3. All right, so I'm not worried too much about the competition here. I would be picking up a couple of these, especially since this is sort of like a rarer kind of sale. All right, we would want to check to make sure the buy box is consistent. And yeah, this is actually almost the cheapest that it's been. Like we could probably even sell this for closer to like 30, maybe even 33 if we get lucky around Christmas time. So yeah, this is definitely a solid buy, and this is just this is finding things from our rabbit trails. Okay, it's using these starting points. It's using these different methods of, okay, where do I actually go to find profitable products? Everyone's always been like, man, I can't ever find anything profitable. Well, a lot of times it's because you just go to Walmart.com and your search is not narrowed down like at all. So yeah, go find one of these starting points and sort of jump from there. All right, let me jump in to see if we've got any more questions. Let's see. All right. Chris Ninjas on YouTube. Hey, hope was well. I'm a complete beginner. Has not sold anything. Should I continue to hit the stores and scan, or can I jump the gun and start sourcing online? So that's the same exact thing. It doesn't matter if you're in your seat or on your feet. You're gonna be finding stuff either way. There's not like a jump the gun. That's not like a sequential. Oh, you must find something in the store before you can go online. It's the same stuff. Like going to Walmart.com or walking into a Walmart store is going to be pretty similar. Now, in store, you will find a lot of clearance and in store sales that you cannot find online. So there is a benefit to going in store. The benefit for going online is, well, you can do it in your underwear while you're sitting on your bed. And you can usually find larger quantities of things because that one store might only have 3 of something on the shelf. So you can do both. There's no reason that you have to like intentionally wait to do one over the other. It's all the same. Do both of them at the same time. If you've got time now, run to the local Kohls and hit the clearance section. And then when you get home, then go online and check this Ulta sale that I just talked about. Okay. All right. This person asks, is July sourcing designed for beginners or experienced sellers? Additionally, will it involve manual sourcing or the use of tools? Yes, 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 and yes. So it we've got a number of experienced sellers who are all coming together to show us how they source. It's not like hey, beginners, here is how to find a product. That's not really what we're going for. I'm going for, let's just do a bunch of sourcing live and let a small group of people watch us do that as we sort of explain our thought processes, because everyone will source slightly differently. Everyone has different thought processes, different criteria, things like that. If an experienced seller ever tells you, yeah, I know everything there is about sourcing and I'm not ever going to learn anything from watching somebody else source or seeing what they source or where they source from, well, they're lying to you, because that's like some of the most valuable content out there. Knowing what people source, where they source it from, and how they source it is what every experienced seller pays a lot of money and does a lot of effort into learning. So will experienced sellers get a lot of benefit from this? Yeah, absolutely, because you're just watching other experienced sellers do awesome things. Will beginners get a lot of benefit from this? Absolutely. You're going to be drinking from the fire hose because you're watching all of these people source and doing all these things that you have no idea how to do for most of it. Additionally, will it involve manual sourcing or the use of tools? Both. It's going to be more on the side of manual sourcing as far as I'm aware. Again, all the different guests are going to be doing their own thing. I think one of them might be using tactical arbitrage. One or two of them might be using some other add-on things like that. But it's sort of how everyone sources. There will be a substantial portion of it that will be manual sourcing. In fact, one of the specific camp counselors specifically is like sourcing stuff without using expensive tools. That's sort of like his whole concept for what he's talking about. So yeah. Is lipstick considered meltable? That is a good question. I do not know the answer to. Can you buy 10 to get ungated? Officially, no. To get ungated in something, you need an invoice, and Ulta sends you a receipt, and there is a difference between a receipt and an invoice. Now, could you get it to slip by Amazon? Yeah, you could. You could get someone who's not really doing their job right and just presses the approve button. So can you try it? Yeah. What are your chances of success? Pretty low, because it's not actually an invoice. Now, how easy is it to get ungated and to find places that will give you actual invoices for things? Very easy. We've done multiple videos. Our most recent video on YouTube is how to get ungated in Nike and get an invoice there. We've done videos in the past of how to get ungated and stuff. It is not complicated. There are lots of easy ways to do it. I wouldn't recommend buying 10 from Ulta for the purpose of getting ungated. Could it happen? Sure, but I wouldn't go in expecting that to happen. All right. Sweet. So yeah, that was sourcing. Hopefully you guys found some products that you can buy. Jump off from what I showed you. So head to some of those websites that we talked about. Um, yeah, this is what the sourcing camp is going to be. It's going to be a bunch of people, not just myself. I'll be doing it too, but a bunch of different people all coming in to talk you through how to do something and then actively doing it with you and actively finding profitable products that you can sort of take home for yourself. So it's sort of like buying a lead list, except you're getting like, I don't know, like 8 hours of teaching content on top of it. And you have full access to me and all of the other camp counselors and coaches and all of that during the whole weekend. So if you've got questions or issues, things like that, post them in that group and we'll always be around. We'll always be in there. So it's going to be pretty fantastic. It should pretty much it should not just be free, but we should be able to make you money, even if you're a thick-headed numbskull who doesn't learn anything. Just the leads, you should be able to make some money from that. Yeah, starts tomorrow, Saturday night, Sunday night. Everything is recorded, even if you can't make those nights, but the doors do close tonight. So make sure you sign up for it. I put a QR code up there, and I'll put some links in the comment section. Let me actually do that right now. As a matter of fact, let's see, copy that and boom, throw one of those over there. And let me throw one into the Facebook group as well. Any last minute questions while I am putting these links into place? Let's see, there's a link there. There's a link there. Sweet. All right. Any last minute questions? Going once, going twice. I know there's a little bit of a delay. Awesome. All right. I will see you guys in sourcing camp. We're starting tomorrow. What time does this take place? It's in the afternoon and the evening, Saturday and Sunday, tomorrow and Sunday. The first breakout session is at 4 p.m. But again, it's all recorded. Like you don't have to be there live for all of them, but it's basically on the hour for most of the hours, starting at 4 p.m. So awesome. All right. We will see you out there, guys. For those of you guys joining sourcing camp,